Welcome back to the Sound for More channel and welcome back to another tutorial on Loopy Pro. Before I continue, I would like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. Additionally, if you would like to support what I do, please do check the instruction contained in each video description. Thank you again. So, we are inside AUM. And we are going to create an audio channel and we are going to call for Loopy Pro. Why not? So, and this tutorial is going to be focused on Midi connection, because if you don't know how to use them properly, particularly inside AUM, then it can get quite complicated or irritating or sometimes annoying. So let's create another audio channel and let's instantiate here something like El Piano. Why not? And here it is. Okay. So as you normally know, to establish connection between different audio channels and for driving through MIDI messages, you click on the left-hand side here, and then you select a MIDI source. Let's say that we select Loopy Pro as an initial MIDI source. Let's open up Midi Pro. Let's maximize the screen. Let's ensure that we start with a brand new project. So new project, and we discard all the changes as well. Let's close the mixer here. Let's go in edit mode and let's remove this row. And also let's remove some of the other columns as we don't need them. We're not going to use any of the clips, but it's just to have a little bit of a cleaner screen and nothing else to focus on. Okay, so there we are. Now let's go and open the mixer, okay? And also let's connect the AUM keyboard to Loopy Pro. Now, if I press some keys on the AUM keyboard, you don't hear any sound. Okay, so why is that? Well, first of all, we need to establish a MIDI source. So we click here on the plus sign and we just say add MIDI. So we're going to select MIDI in, there it is. And now if we press on the keys again, you can see there is some activity, but nothing else. The reason that there is no other sounds is because we have a MIDI input or a MIDI source, but we don't have a destination. So under the destination here, we click on the plus sign and we're going to select MIDI out. Now let's try again. And now you can hear sound that is coming from El Piano. Now let's create another audio channel like so. And this time let's instantiate something like AUM. Why not? And there it is. And there we are. We connect it to Loopy Pro, but this time we're going to select none of the channel and activate only the second channel. Then we go back also to the connection of the El Piano and we are going to remove the filter or shall we say, enable the filter only to receive from MIDI channel number 1. So Piano receives MIDI messages only on MIDI channel number 1 and AUM receives MIDI messages only on MIDI channel number 2. Okay, so if we click here on the keyboard, you can see activity on El Piano, okay, which is fine. Let's go back inside Loopy Pro and let's click where it says MIDI out. Now, as you can see, you can change the incoming MIDI channel. You can filter, which is great. You can establish a minimum and maximum range, so you can do filtering as well on the MIDI notes that you receive. You can transpose up and down, but then you can decide also the destination really. So we're going to say for this one, MIDI channel number 1. Now nothing has happened, right? Which is fine. Now you can see there is a sign here for a plus. You can't properly see it, but let's click on it and we're going to add another MIDI output. So we click on that second MIDI output and then we go here on the destination, click and hold, and we move these to MIDI channel number 2. Now what you hear is El Piano, but also AUM, which is playing a bass. And of course, we can slightly change the volume like so. The other thing that you can do, which are really, really great, as I mentioned, you can go into this first MIDI output and change the range. So you can say from C4, like so. So, below, there is only the bass. Above, there is the bass and also the El piano. Now we can go to the second MIDI output and do the opposite. Click and hold here, and we can move it down to B3. Perfect. Now above here we have El piano. And below here we have the bass from ISIM. And you can play using, of course, your fingers or an external MIDI controller, depending what you have connected to the audio source. So, and this is how you start setting up MIDI input and output for Loopy Pro inside AUM. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and as always, see you next time.